Hi everyone. Today we are going to see how to develop a RESTful web services by using JAX-RS and Jersey. In this demo I use JAX-RS 2.1 and Jersey 2.26 plus versions. So we can go through here. So this is a RESTful web service dependencies link. You can download the Jersey dependencies from this site jersey.github.io download.html. You can download both Jersey JAX-RS 2.1 R bundle and Jersey 2.27 and 2.26. These are for developing a RESTful web services. We need a requirement Java 7 plus, Eclipse IDE and Apache Tomcat 7 plus. So these are the requirements we need to develop the RESTful web services. So look at here, I downloaded the JAX-RS 2.1 and Jersey 2.26 version from this website. JAX-RS 2.1 is the most recent release of Jersey, and then it bundles the contents of JAX-RS 2.1 API.jar. So I'm just downloading that. This bundle contains all the core of Jersey module jars as well as the required of third-party dependencies. So once you downloaded that bundle, extract that. You can see the library files in this folder. So look at here, there is 3 folders are there: API, extension and lib. Okay, so I'm just resizing the window view. So look at here, API, and then this is the external jar, and then this is the library jar. So, okay, so all these libraries are required to develop the RESTful web services by using JAX-RS and Jersey. So look at here, in my Eclipse I am going to create a new dynamic web project. I am providing the project name here, talk to Amar. Okay, generate the web.xml deployment descriptor while creating a dynamic project. Once the project is created, so look at here, all the files are created or not. Okay, here in under the source directory I am going to create a Java package. Java package name I am providing here com.talk-to-amar. Okay, I just want to change this com.projects.talk-to-amar. Okay, so looks like more reasonable. And then resource com projects talk-to-amar dot resources. Okay, under this package I am going to write here resources. The resources, in the sense, in the RESTful web services, is just like a controller. The endpoint we can write here. Okay, here I am creating a product service resource. Okay, under the same package I want to create another one resource called user service resource. I am going to write here 2 APIs. One is the product service and another one is the user service under this package. Okay, in the library file under the web.inf directory you have to copy all the jar files where we downloaded from the JAX-RS Jersey site. Okay, so just copy all the libraries from API, ext and lib directory from the downloaded bundle. Okay, Jersey client, Jersey common, Jersey container client, everything. Okay, and then add those library files in your build path so that you can compile your code. Okay, add all the jar files in the class path and then apply and close it. Okay, now you can develop the RESTful web services. Okay, so it will take few seconds or few minutes to build the application. after you added the library files. So look at here, for this product service resource I am adding path annotation, and then the path value I am giving product service. All the APIs starts with product service after the context path. So those API endpoints will fall under this class file. Okay, here I am going to write a new endpoint like get product. This is one of the endpoint. It will return the list of products from the model. Okay, I mean from the list I am going to create one model. The model I am going to use in different package, comp, projects, talk to our model. Okay, so look at here, I'm just declaring a product attributes such as product name, and then product SKU, and then the product price. So these are the product attributes I defined in the product model, and then the price is a double DO. Okay, my keyboard is checked here. Yeah, double. And then these three attributes I want to generate the getter and setter method and to define three attributes in the product model. Okay, so I'm going to add the static list with the products, and then I'm going to call those API the product service. Okay, so look at here. Here I am going to add the declaration list of product list equal to new of array list. I mean this get products is the one of the endpoint I am going to return under the product service. Okay, so look at here, this is the get API, so I am adding the get annotation. If you add the get annotation, then this API will consider as a get API. For this API also you need to provide the path here. Okay, so wait, okay, path. For this path we have to provide the value. Here I am giving /products. Okay, so whenever the REST API starts with product service and then the products, that endpoint will comes to this method, and then this API will produces the response as a application JSON format. Okay, so here I am going to write one method. That method will return the list of products. Okay, this is the product model, and then the product list. So far the product list is empty. Here I am defining a method that will return the list of products. Okay, this is a private method I am writing inside this product service resource, this list of product list, and then this it will return the product list. Okay, so directly we can call this get product list method from the controller. Okay, here I am just adding the products. I'm going to add the two products with the name, SKU, and then price. Product name, the product first product, the product one name is the Nokia XS series, and then the price. Okay, the price I am going to give it here, like I am going to give it in the double value 67,890.45, and then the SKU. The SKU I am just giving some value to define the unique product. Okay, every product have the SKU. So these are the basic attributes for the product, and then the product one as I defined, and then I added in the list. Okay, and then I am adding the product 2. The product 2 name is the OnePlus series. Okay, OnePlus XS series, and then the price I am just changing like 8,94,934, and then the OnePlus SKU number just I am changing ONP4543. Okay, so there is 2 products are defined. I am just calling this get products method directly from the API. So far we return one of the resource, and then we return the get API products. Okay, so look at here, this is the product service, and then the products API, it will return the list of products. The same thing I am going to follow here in the user service also. Okay, so here look at here, this user service resources path will start from user service. Here also I am going to write one get API. This API will returns the list of user details. So the previous resources returns the list of products, and then it will return the list of user. So here I am going to define a model user, and then it will return the list of users. Okay, now I am going to define a user model under the package com projects talk to our model. Okay, here also I am going to declare the basic attributes of the user: first name, last name, and then the email ID. So these are the basic attributes of the user. Okay, so first name, last name, and email. Okay, so I'm going to create a setter and getter method for these 3 attributes. Okay, I define that. The next step, I'm going to write a private method get users list. This method will return the list of users. So like what we did in the product service also. In the product service also we return a method get product list. It will return the list of products. Likewise here also I am going to define a get users list method. It will return the list of users. Okay, the return users list. Here also I am going to define a 2 users, user 1. Okay, I'm just declaring an object user 1 dot email. Email I am giving william_j@gmail.com. Okay, the user 1 first name I'm going to provide it here William. The next thing I am going to provide a last name, user 1 dot last name equal to John. So William John. So user 1 is added. I am going to add that user, first user, in the users list object. The next thing, I am going to create the same for user 2 also. The email ID and then the first name, last name, I am going to change it here. And then I am just adding that user in the user list array. Email ID I given mike_l@gmail.com, and then the first name and last name I given Mike. Okay, so the user service resource has created, and then the one endpoint has defined the users. Okay, likewise the product also we defined. This is the product service path, and then the user service path. Okay, this is the model, product model, and then the users model. Next, just refresh it and then make sure no errors in your Eclipse for this project, and then go to the web.xml. Okay, under the web.inf directory, Okay, this is a welcome file list. We mentioned index.html file. I just want to create a simple HTML file that defines the application is running or not. Okay, this is a simple HTML file. Here I am going to add the simple text to define to define the status of the application, whether it's running or not. Okay, here I am just giving a title, new JAX-RS Jersey application. Okay, so new JAX-RS Jersey application. I just want to make sure that if somebody is hitting a API up to the context path, maybe there's no welcome file list, so that's why I created the simple welcome file list to define the status. Okay, the next step, you have to define the servlet in the web.xml. The servlet name is the Jersey RESTful web application. Here I am just giving it Jersey RESTful application, and then the servlet class you have to provide it here. The servlet class is the glassfish Jersey servlet container. Okay, for this servlet you have to provide the URL pattern, and then for this servlet we need to define the init parameters. Okay, those init parameters name is the Jersey config server provider packages, and then for this init param value, here we need to define the parameter value. The parameter value is your package name, where you define the resources class. Okay, so here I am just giving a com projects dot to this is the parameter value. Okay, the next step, I am going to define the URL mapping for this servlet. The servlet mapping, and then the servlet name is the Jersey RESTful application, and then the URL pattern. The URL pattern I am going to provide it here as a /rest. Okay, so look at here, the application context is the talk to Amar. After the context, any API starts with the REST, it will come to here, the REST product service, REST user service. Okay, and then based on the path name, product service and REST service, it will return the data. So far we defined the servlet, resources class, model, and then we created the index.html file. Okay, just refresh it and export as a war file, and then generate the war file and deploy it into the Tomcat server. Tomcat server is installed on my machine already, so I'm just directly creating a war file under the web apps directory in my machine. Tomcat is already installed in my machine. Okay, so under this web apps, okay, I created the talk to Amar application, and then now I am going to start the Tomcat. It will take few seconds to deploy your application. So look at here, deploying web application archive, talk to Amar, and then once the server is started, you can see the milliseconds, the startup time milliseconds. Then you can hit the URL from your browser or the Postman client. Here I am using the Postman client. Look at here, the application context path is talk to Amar, and then the path is the REST, and then the path name is product service products. It returns the two data. Okay, the products data. This is the product service API, and then this is the URL pattern REST. Okay, so the REST product service products API returns the list of products. The same thing I'm going to call the user service also after the rest. Okay, so the context path is talk to Amar, and then the URL pattern is the rest, and then the resource name is resource path is user service, and then the endpoint is users. This API is returning a list of users, William J and Michael L. And also this is the index.html. If you hit the URL talk to Amar from the context path, the index.html is loading. Your application is running now. The new JAX-RS application is running now. Okay, so everything is working fine so far. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, like my videos. Thank you.